Context of that
Okay.
fucking movie. In the context of that movie, now I can't even say that word and like be comfortable.
Shave.
Yeah. Whatever.
Hello, welcome to the Border Life Podcast, episode number 15.
15 weeks we've been doing this.
How many months?
Straight.
How many months is that?
I don't know.
3.5?
3.5, yeah. No,
15 weeks, bro.
4 months exactly. There's 4. Oh, just kidding.
This is the longest
Next.
I've ever done something that's not an organized sport that I was put in. Or school. Does school count?
Yes.
This is not the longest I've ever done anything.
Yeah, so week number 15.
Cool stuff, CarCast.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, that's good to hear. I'm glad to
Cool.
hear that.
Keep it up, you know?
Keep on keeping on.
Keep your head up.
CarCast will be up on Tuesday every other week.
So not today?
No.
When we're filming this? Okay, so you'll have to backtrack and watch the CarCast for the context of this.
Will we? Did we talk about this in the CarCast?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
you
I'll
said
put.
you gotta go see it.
Okay, I'll put it up tonight then.
Yeah. You don't have to.
No, I will.
Maybe it's kind of a fun prequel thing.
No,
Like they'll be like, I gotta hear how it all
just
started.
I think it'll just be confusing. I think.
Yeah,
like-
maybe.
Or it'll just be like now the CarCast will be out of context unless I put it up before this, unless I put it up after this. I mean, if I put it up after this, it'll be out of context.
Yeah, that's true. And then it'd be like, why did I even bother watching it? They just discussed exactly what I wanted to hear at length in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I like doing the CarCast. I have to say they're a fun thing, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. In a weird way, they're fun. Like setting them up is part of the fun part.
Yeah.
Because every week I have to try really hard to get that stupid mic stand to be the
Cooperate.
same. I don't know why I can't just leave it up.
We should get some sick little lavalier microphones.
Yeah, we should. And I know how to mic really well now because of my class, which is really cool. Actually, that class, shit's hitting the fan in there in a good way.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff. We're all kind of helping out doing like the Spartan Daily news report thing. I haven't been to that yet. I did some sound stuff just in a test, and I talked shop with the teacher of it. It was really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You do like a news show every week or whatever.
That's what it's going to be.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
through San Jose State, so like it's not like
Still.
I'm going to have an integral part on it at all.
But still cool. It'll be stuff that's going on with San Jose State.
Exactly. It's fun to be a part of something.
Well, San Jose. What's the mascot?
Spartan. Spartan Daily.
The San Jose Spartans have won the football game again.
Another cool thing, a friend of mine named Aaron, who I go to school with, won tickets to Front Row for Tom Petty just like 3 nights ago, it was so sick. I didn't even know she was doing that.
Are you going with her?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just cool that she got him, and I don't know, I felt like mentioning it because that's a big deal. Tom Petty's sick. I love Tom Petty.
I know.
My dad was in a Tom Petty cover band. Yes, you have. Free Fallin', dude.
Oh, okay. I know Tom Petty.
Yeah, you know. Everyone knows who
Everybody
Tom
knows
Petty is.
Motherfucking Tom Petty.
And I use his name all the time. When someone's being petty, I go, okay, Tom Petty. As in, you're petty. And they go like, yeah, I
I
know.
got it.
It's funny to me because every time I explain it, and that's the joke to myself.
Yeah. That's too meta. Okay, what
Yeah.
are we gonna talk about this week?
The movie Gone Girl, which is so good.
I just watched that movie.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
you haven't
point.
seen you haven't seen the CarCast. Thank you, Avila, #1 fan.
Sorry.
Well, it's not
I'm
even
just kidding.
up yet.
I know. No, I like to rag on Avila.
Yeah, Gone Girl. It came out on last week, right?
She steals my
Came out
friend.
on Friday
Yeah.
Did it? I don't know.
or
Not
Thursday.
recently.
Was it just 1 week? Was it just last Thursday, or was it the Thursday before
No,
that?
It was just it was last.
Okay, so it's been out. So
Can we, real quick, if you haven't seen the movie and you're gonna go watch it based on this, go into it blind like I did. Pause this right here,
Yeah,
let it
don't-
load at
yeah.
home.
This is
so
just-
just
this is spoilers.
yeah. Spoilers for Gone Girl. I don't care. I want to talk about this.
Yeah, we're talking about it because everybody in this room has seen it, and everybody in this room enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you care that much about spoilers, and if you want to go see the movie, we told you, just stop this, watch it after to hear what we think about it if
Yeah.
you really care.
Yeah.
If not, get the fuck over it. Like, I want to talk about a movie that I want to see or that I
you
saw.
like. Yeah.
I watched the preview at home. I got all the information I thought I needed for the podcast.
Did you
He killed his wife.
Did you watch the trailer at all before
No,
you went
nope.
into it?
Here's the story of how I went into
Let me tell the story
it.
of how I went into it.
You first, because yours rolls into mine.
Okay, so my girlfriend Avila, She said that she wanted
Friend
to.
stealer.
She said that she wanted to see this movie called Gone Girl. And I hadn't seen any trailers or previews for the movie. And I said to myself, I don't know if I said this to her, but to myself, I said I don't really want to see this movie. Just because the title makes the movie sound stupid. It sounds like to me at least, it did sound like some sort of like chick flick. Not even chick flick. Like I don't know what. Like some
I would
sort
like to input there. I don't really have anything against chick flicks.
Some sort of
I
like
don't watch them a lot, but when I do,
rom-com
I usually
kinda-
go like, okay, like that was cool.
Yeah, it's not a movie I want to go
I'm
spend.
the worst person to ask about movies because I've seen a lot, but like I usually like most.
Yeah, I like,
Which is
I
like a
do
bad
too,
thing.
but I just didn't think. I feel like those movies are fine to watch. That's fine, but to go to a movie theater and spend money like $30 to go like watch some stupid romantic comedy, not even stupid, whatever. Even if it's good, like it's not worth seeing in theaters. You don't need to see it in theaters. So I was like, I don't know if I really like want to see it. Because I had those like preconceived like
Notions.
ideas about it. Yeah, exactly. So it came out. So it comes out on Thursday, right? So so I go downtown on Thursday night, or maybe it was Friday night, or maybe
Okay.
it was even Saturday. I don't know.
Whatever.
But there was like a huge not when I went with you. I went a different night by myself just to go and like just sit around and do nothing. But there was like a huge line outside of the movie theater. And I was like, what is that for? What the fuck? Like, what is going on?
Oh, they're lining up for Mockingjay now, huh?
Probably, dude. No, but it was for Gone Girl. Like,
Everyone was in line, and there was one person who was like, "I'm Katniss," and they were like,
a little early.
and another person was in
little
Harry
early.
Potter stuff, and they were like, "The last one."
A little late.
They were really late. They were like, "I'm just gonna cry so much."
So I saw this line, and I was like, what is that for? And then I texted my friend, and I was like, because there was also like a bluegrass concert going on in the city, I think. And my buddy Daniel said that he was going to go to that. And so I was texting him because I was like, are you there? Like, or do you want to, or can you hang out right now? And he was like, no, I didn't end up going. I'm seeing Gone Girl. And I was like, oh, that must be what the line is for. And I was like, his girlfriend must have dragged him to see it also. And then, and I was like, okay, that's what that line was for. I was like, damn, like why is it such a big line for a movie like that? Like, I was confused. And then a couple nights later was it Monday night? Was on? No. Yeah. Yeah, it was Monday, right? The day, and then,
The Carcast?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a Monday thing.
No, Carcast is normally a Tuesday thing.
We did it yesterday.
Yeah.
It goes up on Tuesdays.
I know, but we normally do it on Tuesdays.
Today's Tuesday.
Do we?
No, we usually do it Mondays because I do shipment usually on Tuesdays. I have to be at work at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow, that's weird. I've always thought it's been Tuesday we've been getting up and doing them on.
I mean, maybe sometimes.
Maybe.
I don't always do shipment.
But like Sunday night, then I think is when we saw the movie. Then basically,
I go at work today. I'm hurt.
Sunday we saw it, and I was blown away by it.
So keep in mind, you haven't seen the trailer or anything.
Oh yeah. That's the thing, is that I went into the movie not knowing a thing about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know what the movie was about. I didn't know anything about the movie. Not one thing. I didn't know what type of movie it was. I didn't know
Which
anything.
is so sick.
Which is a super cool way to go into a movie. Yeah, it's a super cool way to go into a movie, and I'm happy that I did it that way.
So you watch it,
I watched it, and then on Monday,
you feel compelled enough about the movie.
yes, to tell you to go and watch it.
Yeah, which I think I say it on the podcast or the Carcast that when Jason tells me to see something, I usually go and see it relatively soon after because number one, we like relatively similar things. I don't
Yeah.
know about movies. We have relatively different tastes in that.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like
I mean, there are some movies, like, I think there's, like, a type of movie that I like that you probably don't like that Keanu Reeves movie.
yes.
So, but other than that, like, we like all the same movies.
We like
I think
movies.
we could say.
We like movies.
Like, you don't like dumb action movies, but I find them enjoyable.
No,
But I
like
feel
I'll
that's
watch them, but I don't seek them out like I feel like you do.
Yeah.
Like I don't like watch a trailer for a movie like
what was that one called?
Nick Wig or some shit. Nick.
The Keanu Reeves one where he's like, where it's like a just.
It's a Keanu Reeves movie. Okay.
Yeah, it was like
and-
Nick Wig or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Hecka Long-
Nick Wick.
Like
Wick, yeah, Nick
Yeah.
Wick. Was it Nick?
I hope not.
Nick Wick. I hope not. Was it
I'm
Nick?
getting it wrong.
Nick Wick. That sounds
Frank Wick.
Frank Wick.
It was Frank and Weenie. And so yeah, and like there's the thing is like I would go see that if someone was like, hey, I want to go see this movie, and I would be like, yeah, and I would probably enjoy it just fine. But like I feel like you watch a trailer and you go, yeah, sick, and I watch it and I go, God. Like,
Oh, Nick Wick.
why?
You're talking about Nick
Yeah,
Wick.
and Nick Wick. Like I would watch it, like I would go watch the movie and
Like with friends and be
still
like
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, and I would, but for some reason when I see a trailer for a movie like that, I literally spend probably half the time like rolling my eyes and like,
yeah, me. I'm
okay. One thing is there's a guy from Game of I know. There's a guy from Game of Thrones in it that I was like, cool. Like, that's funny. He plays Theon. His name is Alan. Oh, shut up. No, because Lily Allen is his sister. Alfie.
Alfie Allen.
Alfred
Will
Allen.
Aldrin is his
No.
sister?
No. Oh, God. Anyway, so Jason comes. We sit down in the car. And then he says, dude, I saw the movie Gone Girl, went and do it blind. It was fucking awesome. And then he listed me, and I was like, okay. And when Jason tells me to see a movie, I take it to heart because he has like good taste when he decides to say a movie is good. So I usually trust it because I feel like it takes a lot for you to like enjoy a movie enough to say like you should see this.
Yeah, like in
like
theaters.
like I'll enjoy pretty much every movie I see, regardless or like.
But
to a point, like
yeah.
I'm not gonna watch Ernest Scared Stupid and be like,
I think there was an Ernest Scared Stupid joke in the car cast.
it's Halloween time, so it's on my mind.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie,
I know
part of the
that.
huge Ernest trilogy.
I don't want to know what it is.
It's just a bunch of movies they made, super low budget, like straight to DVD.
I imagine them being with the guy in Dumb and Dumber.
They're
Not Jim Carrey, but with
the other guy.
Yeah.
No, he looks like
who
my dad.
That's who I imagine being in those movies.
James Gandolfini.
No.
I'm just kidding.
What is that
Anyway,
guy's name? That guy's actually cool. I listened to a podcast with him.
no, he's super cool.
And, like-
he was in. He's like a director. Like a good one.
Is he a good one?
No, he plays Harry in that movie. Oh my god, what's his name? John James.
It's gonna bug me.
It's gonna bug me a lot.
I don't know.
I follow him on Twitter. Like, I thought it was my dad. Turns out his name is just Bon Jovi on Twitter. But anyway, so he says like, dude, you should go see that movie. It's really good. Doesn't undersell it. Just says like, it was so good. Just go see it. Don't
I
look
didn't
it
want
up.
to
Just go see it.
spoil anything for him.
Which I appreciate. Unfortunately for all you podcasters out there, it's going to ruin it. You're not going to get the same experience if you listen to this all the way through now. So again, just pause it. And then he lists me the cast as we're in the car, and he goes, it's got Ben Affleck, which I was like, okay, Ben Affleck's one of those guys that I think he's really good when I'm watching him, but when I'm not watching him, I have that thing of like, Ben Affleck, what? Which is a dumb thing.
Ben Affleck has kind of like he's been stepping his game up lately.
Here's my thing with Ben Affleck and why I'm excited for Batman with Ben Affleck. 2 reasons. Number one, I get to see Batman in theater again. That's fucking great. It's like the same with the new Star Wars movies. I get to go see Star Wars in theaters again.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Ben Affleck has done so many bad parts and made so many bad movies that he knows what doesn't work.
That's true.
He's made his mistakes. He's paid his dues, and he's come to a place where all the things I've seen recently of him, Argo,
good.
Gone Girl, phenomenal.
The
Phenomenal.
Town was also a good
The
one he
Town,
was in.
phenomenal. All 3 of those movies are movies that I would like to own and be like, yep, these are all good.
And he directed Fargo too.
Yeah, did I say Argo or is it Fargo?
Argo. Is it Fargo?
No, it's Argo. Wells
What's
Fargo
Fargo?
is what you're thinking of.
No, there's a different movie called Fargo.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think they came out around the same time too. And his sister's in this, Margot. Guess a lot of confusion there. Anyway, so Ben Affleck, and I was like, okay. The first thing I think of is Daredevil, and then fucking that Christmas movie that he made.
Christmas movie?
It was dumb. I didn't finish it. He like goes back to his childhood home, and he's rich now, and he like pays the people to let him sleep in his old room and have Christmas at their house because he like misses it or some shit. It was
Sounds weird as shit.
it was terrible.
I've never even seen her.
Anyway, so that's what I think of. And then he says the next person you listed was Neil Patrick Harris, and I got your sentiment on that. Of the like, he's just gonna play that like party
Barney.
boy friend. He's gonna play Barney in a romantic comedy.
Yeah, that's
And,
that's
like,
exactly what
yeah.
it was. Like,
So when he said that, that's what I was like. Fuck man, like you're probably right. As much as Neil Patrick Harris, you play that awesome. I've seen you play other things too, and you're good. If you watch this, I don't get why you would.
You know, like once the credits, the beginning, like the title credits started rolling, I didn't think it was going to be a romantic comedy anymore because those credits aren't like
romantic comedy, like
they're like
bouncing out at you. And
yeah,
they're not like drinking drinks and going like, "Who's that across the bar?" Freeze frame, and it doesn't have like. The poster wasn't like a million different famous people faces. Ensemble comedy with like Topher Grace, Ashton Kutcher,
and so like
Laura
once those like
basically the cast of that '70s show.
Once those like credits started going, I was like, oh, okay.
The kicker for me, you were like Neil Patrick Harris, and I was like, okay, well he's good. Like, and then you go Tyler Perry, and I was like, what? And again, no, Tyler Perry's one of those people that like I don't like a decent amount of his movies
because 90% of them are Medea movies.
Yeah, because 90% I can't talk right. I keep messing words up. 90% are Medea movies, which I just don't enjoy, and I don't watch them though. But he was phenomenal, and he has like a compound in Atlanta and stuff, which I think is sick. Where he makes all of his movies, he's basically vertically integrated all of movie. So everything through the process he owns. It's edited all there, everything, which is so cool. Again, he's a person that I feel bad that I'm just kind of like Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But, and I shouldn't do that. But so he said that and I was like, fuck this movie. It's gonna suck. Like, even though he said it was good, I was like, this is the one that does it. That's what I thought literally all day at work today. This is the one that does it for me. That makes me say, we don't like the same things. like Jason has moved on to a level of film that I just don't understand. And I'm not there yet. Maybe one day I'll get there. Maybe I've moved away from him.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a digression, but perhaps.
But maybe that's the point. Like, maybe he's like got back to the simplicity thing. I thought all day at work I was like, I'm going to go see this movie. And 5 minutes later I'd be like, no, I'm not. What the fuck? I shouldn't do it. Like, and then I was like, I'm going to go see the movie. No, I'm not. I would like pace back and forth, like doing shipment at my store, going like, I would put a bag on, go see the movie, not see the movie.
Well, I'm glad.
Literally all day, and then I like just pulled up to Livermore Cinemas after work. I drove back. I looked it up on my phone. I was like, I can make the 5 o'clock show. I'm off at 4. Like it took me about 45 minutes to get back with traffic, so like perfect time. Got my one ticket. I was the only person in the theater for the entire movie.
What?
Yeah, they like came in. They're like, all right. Like they're like, we didn't think anyone was actually in here, and I was like, no, yeah, I really want to watch this.
Wow, that's sick. That's...
Just me, my fucking little ass bag of popcorn, and a fucking Dr. Pepper.
Dude, that's like, awesome. What the fuck?
That number one, that was sick. And
that's so cool. You're
I sat
one
down
sole person
at 4:55, right in the middle. I did what you said, where you wanted to encompass the whole field of view. So I switched my seat a couple times and was like, okay, well, this is where Jason probably saw it. I could feel like the tiny little butt print that I overgave in the chair. I was like, yep, this is where he sat.
It's like his bony ass print.
It's left in there. It's like a triangle.
And there's like key indentations.
God. And like a bunch of them for where you'd like lean over to say something, so like one cheek had made a bigger imprint.
And there's like
beard hairs left around.
Skittles and like
no, you wouldn't waste those.
Yeah, that's true. The orange ones. There's orange Skittles everywhere.
I love those. Those are one of my favorites. Besides the green ones, which you turn me on to. Yeah, another thing. I take your opinions seriously. I've like realized that a lot lately. When you tell me something, I like viciously look it up and go like, I need to know about this.
The green ones are the bomb. Same with purple, dude. Purple's an underrated Skittle.
Fucking grape.
Yeah, dude, it really is underrated.
I agree with you.
Give me a raisin one and I'll be happy,
dude. That's the thing. That's the thing. You're underrating it right now.
No, I don't really like it.
Because you can't even remember like ever being like, I want a purple Skittle.
That's true, because I've been like, I want the green one, I want the red one, I want the orange one.
Yeah, because the purple one's underrated because you've never sat down and actually like.
Is yellow banana or is it lemon?
It's lemon.
Okay, I like the lemon one.
Yeah, the lemon one's good.
Is there a brown Skittle? Coconut?
What?
Could it be coconut maybe?
No, there's no brown Skittle.
That would be good as fuck, I feel like a coconut Skittle.
That probably would be good. I bet you they have coconut Skittles.
Somewhere.
I bet in like one of the
they like all the berry ones.
Yeah. I bet you they have some like tropical one.
Anyway, so I sat down. That was a cool thing. I walked in and I was like,
so cool, dude.
Go see it in the middle of the day. Go see it.
We did.
Did
on a Sunday. I went on a Monday at 5 p.m.
We actually went at Sunday at night. But when did we see Maze Runner? I feel like that was middle of the day.
Matinees are where it's at, dude.
I know. We usually do see matinees because they're cheaper too.
Yeah. I mean, this cost me $18 with everything.
Yeah.
Kind of sucked. But I was like, I specifically like packed my lunch that day so I would save just like any money that like that way I could be like I can see the movie like
Yeah.
I'm not spending more than I need to be.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I can treat myself today. I
Dude.
bought a $1 cup of coffee that morning, which was fine.
I'm so jealous.
Anyway,
that you got to see
so
it
yeah,
by
I
yourself.
sit down. It encompasses my whole field of view. I sit down as soon as I finally like picked my seat. It was such a movie experience. Like this, my experience was a movie.
Yeah, that's
As soon as I go like, all right, like this is probably where he would sit. I like popped one piece of popcorn in my mouth. Lights go down, and I was like, that's when I was like, are you fucking serious? Like,
What theater were you in? Do you remember which number?
the second one from the corner, 7?
9. It's the small one with the D box seats.
No, it's a big one.
Oh, it was.
So okay,
So when you walk down the hall, the bathrooms are on the left. The girls' bathroom, and the water fountain. Is it on the right or?
okay, I'm going down the hall, and there's the fork. I
Right.
go to the left.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And it's this
Theater
first
two,
one,
theater
not
two.
the
Theater 2. It's one we're in.
Yeah.
whatever.
Theater 2.
So yeah, the bigger one.
Yeah.
I'm in that one. Lights go down. Ooh, they come in. They go like,
that is a good one. That's
oh, and I was like, yeah, I'm in here. Like, and then they're like,
do you want me
okay.
to? Do you want me to? Leave?
That's what I was kind of like. If they're gonna shut this down and give me my money back, like I'm gonna be so bummed. Like I should have just stayed in Blackhawk and saw it at 5:15 at the Century Theater.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Stayed and watched that. Lights go down. I see all the previews.
Wait. I want to ask you, like, I feel like going to the movies by yourself could be like a little bit. It could be weird. It has the potential because it's kind of like
It
people.
was,
You're probably
a
like.
little bit.
You're probably like.
I mean, I've gone to the movies by myself before.
yeah, but but it's a
but-
weird thing because you're probably thinking like people are looking at me like I'm.
This
by
was the
myself.
first time that I thought about that.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's cool that you were able to go by yourself, but nobody was there to see that you were by yourself.
Exactly. So I got away because when I was going in, that's the thing is I've been to movies by myself before because I've been like I want to see this, no one else does this, whatever. I go by myself. I do things by myself a lot.
Yeah.
Because I like to. Then I don't have to worry about someone chit chatting with me. Now I like going to the movies with people just as much. I didn't have anyone to see this with. Not that I also asked. I'm sure if I asked you, no, probably not. You wouldn't want to see it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend money.
Exactly, yeah, that's a waste of your money. But yeah, so it was, and I was walking in, and there was like 5 people in there, and I literally thought for everyone, I was like, what do these people think of me?
Yeah.
Even though I shouldn't care, but I do. I'm not gonna say that I don't.
It is just something that like goes through your head though.
And so I was like, need a small popcorn and just a soda, and they were like, and I like they were just like they didn't care.
Yeah.
But I was like,
It's like it's
I'm
like
by
that thing like when you
myself.
go to like when you're buying like weird things at like a store, like if you gotta buy like I don't know something that's like personal, like when like I'm sure like condoms or
Yeah, that's what I was exactly what I was
or,
thinking. I was like, he wants
when-
to say condoms.
I feel like when girls like
That's why
when
self checkout exists.
when girls like 7-Eleven doesn't have self checkout though, so or like when girls have to buy
Yeah, that's
like
true.
when girls have to buy like tampons, I always feel like that's like a personal thing that like probably the first time a girl goes to the store to buy tampons. I don't actually know because I'm not a girl and I don't know like
The first time for all that, yeah, it's weird. I mean, like,
just like anything like that. Like you
that's
go,
such a funny thing because with the condoms thing, I totally get what you mean because I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I see like my old babysitter? And I have that, but I also feel like that's like I grew up in a Christian household, like sex is bad thing.
But
which
it's
I
like-
don't think. But then I feel like at the same time, buying condoms, I should drop them out and be like,
But the thing, yeah, that is.
what do you
but-
think about this?
But the thing about that is like it's like the person who's ringing you up doesn't give a shit. They're not even thinking about you. They're thinking about when they get off. Like
one
they're-
day I'm gonna get that. They're looking at the condoms and thinking about when they get off. No, they're. If one day I'm gonna scan them and go. Pfft, and like toss them in a bag, so the person goes like, "Oh, I like never want
Or
to
like
buy
look at
them
them like
again. I'm gonna ruin
like
their
look,
life."
look at them and be like,
Do you want the smaller ones?
yeah, and like look at them.
Just see your ID.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like those people at the movie theater, they probably didn't even register that you were seeing it by yourself. They're just like, dude, when do I?
No, exactly.
When do I get off work?
Exactly.
It
They were like
sucks.
just scanning it through. She was like, "You want butter on your popcorn?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Yeah, do I
obviously."
look
Am I
like a
with
bitch?
anyone? Yes, I want it. Give it to me. So no. So I go in there and by myself. Credits go through. See the one for that Keanu Reeves movie that I think looks silly. Especially because in the preview it's like car chase, shotgun shot, girl's butt, and then car chase, and then another shotgun. And that part it was like huge, just boom, and I was like, I like literally was like, like, and that's what was so funny to me is like if that wasn't in there, I probably would have been like, maybe I'll see that. And then that was in there, and I was like, no, now I know what it is. Like that's exactly what that movie is. Yeah. So, and then the movie comes on, and it's just opening scene. Ben Affleck standing on like out on the street, and I was like, okay. And as soon as it said, the day of, I was like, oh shit, like this is sick. And I will tell you, the movie is not action packed. It is not like this high intensity well, it is, but like not in like a physical way.
Yeah.
But there was parts where my heart was like racing, and I was like,
Really? Like at which part?
a bunch of them, but like not because of like it was. I don't know totally why. Like that's why I was like the emotional stakes were so high.
Yeah, dude. The one part that like made my like that made me like I don't like emotional, but not like in like a sad way, like emotional in like an angry kind of a way. Was like when what's the girl's name?
Amy, amazing Amy.
Yeah, but okay, I'll just call her Amy then. What's the actress's name?
I don't know, but she was good as hell.
Yeah, dude. So good, dude.
She was so good.
That part when she's in Neil Patrick Harris's like getaway house, you know, and then she's gonna like frame him, and she like does that thing where she like
she screams in the house
at the window. Like that part made me like, oh my god, this girl is fucked. Like
that's when I had the term, because before I was like these guys are saying like she set me up raping, like that I raped her, and I was like, okay, like this is all kind of like weird. All these guys are a little bit seedy, and then she did that, and it was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was
dude.
like, oh, it was so heavy, and I was like, dude. I was like, this girl's fucked,
again,
dude.
the
like,
spoilers aspect does not apply here, but as soon as when she like holds the box cutter when they're having sex, I was like, oh shit, she's gonna cut herself, and then she just reaches up and slashes his throat. I was like, I literally was like, oh,
that part was sick, dude. That whole scene,
it was so good,
dude. That whole scene was beautiful, dude.
It was
the
really well done.
cinematography was beautiful.
All
like,
I like that the blood was really dark.
Yeah,
also,
dude,
that it wasn't like
everything
it's
about
beet
it.
red. It was like coagulated,
Dark.
disgusting blood.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Neil Patrick Harris was so fucking good,
Dude.
because he was not over the top even a little. Everything was so subtle with him, just like be back to how you were.
Yeah.
like how and I was like,
dude, yeah.
everyone is crazy, and also like you don't like anyone in the story.
Yeah.
like I didn't like Ben Affleck. I felt a little bit bad, but at the same time, I was like,
So basically, what happens? Okay,
we have to tell you what the movie's about.
okay. So Ben Affleck is married to this girl.
Amy.
Her name is Amy in the movie.
Trust fund kid, grew up rich.
Ben Affleck's name is not Ben Affleck in the movie.
Nick. His name's Nick.
Nick. Okay, so Ben Affleck's character
Nick
Nick is married to Amy. And one day their marriage is getting kind of like rocky, and
It's rocky.
It's rocky, and one day Amy gets kidnapped.
Yep.
Or so they think. The movie goes on. For the most part, everybody thinks that Nick either like had something to do with it. Basically,
Yeah.
everybody they
beautifully
think
done, where it's interspersed with her reading from her own, Amy reading from her own diary.
Yeah.
Of events of how they met and like bad things that transpired, but good things also.
Yeah,
So you're like,
it's like a
holy shit,
it's like a
this girl
timeline
is
of their
dead,
relationship, like-
and you're finding all this out. And then she's not.
Yeah. So like Austin's saying, so the movie basically it kind of like runs you through the beginning, their relationship from beginning to
Yeah.
present day to the time when the kidnapping or the murder or whatever
And
happens. And like you're saying, because that is an important part, is the diary.
When you think the movie ends is when she's like, and then she's dead, and it shows her driving in the car like away, and she's like, she's free, and I was like, that's the end of the movie. That's when I was like, that was a good movie. And that is when it like you've reached the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
Here you go. Like
Yeah.
that was here's where the roller coaster cranks up the dark cavern.
Yeah. Now that we've set it all up, this is where this is the fucking.
They flipped the domino and was like, here we go, guys. Like
yeah.
you watched it meticulously be set up to the point where I was like, dude, Nick had to do something.
Yeah.
Like when they're like, she bought a gun, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, exactly. And that must mean she
was
has
so
this
calculated.
diary, and it says all of these. It's just basically a timeline of the relationship and events that happen and things that happen to her and to him and stuff like that. And then she gets kidnapped, and then the whole thing like happens. The police are there, like
It plays out. You find out more and more about him. He gets worse and worse. Like he's a
he
little bit.
seems worse and worse to the viewer.
Well, he is. Like you find out more, and he
Yeah,
is bad.
he
He's
is.
having an affair
Yeah,
with like
exactly.
a student of
He's
his.
having an
Who's
affair.
really young.
I liked
She has
him.
gigantic boobs.
I liked him, and I was like, okay, this guy. I was like, this
And that's the
I felt so bad.
That's the moment where you go like, "Fuck Fuck him.
killed, dude. As soon as you find out that he has an affair, is when you're like, okay, this guy
Fucking
killed his
Well,
wife.
it's
like,
then, but I was like, well, it was more like I was like, holy fuck, this guy, dude. Like, what is this? And then when his sister's like, you fucking asshole, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
dude.
all
So-
that, and then like you find out like she pays for everything for him.
yeah. Every like the house, the bar. That
But
they
also
work
he
at,
like
that they
is like
own.
smiling in pictures still, and every time he would do that, I was like, oh, that makes me feel weird.
Yeah,
like,
but that was the thing.
But the
was-
thing is, he's like, I'm just, what's wrong? Like,
He's
I'm
like-
trying to be normal.
Yeah,
like,
he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, and the thing that was like, that sucks is like, the people, like, when he's at that first, like, press conference
Mm-hmm.
thing about it, and the guy, you hear the guy, like, yell in the background, like, smile! And then he just
yeah.
is like,
and he goes like,
and he, like, smiles,
and they're like, look
and
at
then
that
that's the
smug
picture
asshole.
that they, like, use. and
One
it's like,
part I did think about the movie, every time you see Amy for the whole beginning part of the movie, pretty much every time you see her, her parents are somewhat in the shot. Almost every time, unless she's
wow.
just with Nick. Like, over her shoulder, out of focus when they're, like, driving away. They're, like, literally always there. So then I was like, it was her parents then. They write the books. They're in debt. They need this. They took a ton of money from her trust fund. Like, they're getting a lot of money from this. That's when I was like, okay. Like,
maybe, like, the daughter's death can spike the sales of the books.
yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
So I was like, this is like a murder mystery. But it's not. It's like a what? Like I couldn't even. There's not a movie that I can.
This. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, there's not a movie I can compare this to.
Yeah, no, that's why I like it so much. That's one of the reasons why. It's because it's such an
Yeah.
original idea. It's so cool. But basically, so what's really cool about the whole thing is basically that Amy plans everything. Amy plans. Basically, she has this idea of framing her husband Nick because of like the little bit of, because she finds out that he's cheating on him. She's known for
Because he's bad. Like he does
Yeah.
bad things. Not that she's a good person for doing this or
Yeah.
like things that she's done, but their marriage goes south.
Yeah.
She thinks that he needs to pay for how he's treated her.
Yeah, and she also is a little bit psychotic. That's
Relatively
why,
valid, yes.
That's
She's
why-
also psychotic.
That's why she thinks that it's okay to like get him back that hard.
He's going to
Essentially-
die.
yeah, essentially
Like
kill
she
him.
says like lethal injection in
Yeah,
Missouri,
exactly.
dude. Like you're
Yeah.
done. And I was like,
But the cool thing is that this like diary that she keeps
yeah.
is not as old as the relationship.
Yeah. Well, that and she's like, I met the most amazing guy, blah blah, and then you start to find out that she's like working it.
Yeah.
And you find out that she started writing the diary as like a part of this plan.
Yeah. The plan.
So she took the time to like write it, and she was like, the truth is in there because like I didn't have to make up those parts, but she wrote it over a very short amount of time.
over like it had to have only been like a year maybe.
Yeah, I would say about a year.
Or, like,
'cause
6
she met that
or 6 months or
pregnant
something.
bitch Noelle that she was like an idiot that I would just
Yeah.
find out her problems,
Yeah.
steal her fucking piss.
Yeah.
like everything was so.
It's
the whole
all a huge.
movie-
It's all a huge plan, basically. That Amy comes up with this crazy, huge plan to just set up her husband for killing him, and she
Which
does all these crazy things. Which,
is
like Austin's
literally
saying,
flawless.
Which is like, yeah, it's such a sick plan, dude.
It's like,
so-
and that's another part I liked about the movie. Not to interrupt you, but the whole movie was so calculated. Also, like every little thing that it made sense because Amy was so calculated. So the whole time I was like when it ended, I was like, I get why it was the way that it was.
Yeah.
Like I get why it's shot the way that it's shot.
and that's a lot.
Everything
That's a
is
lot to
very
do with the director.
meticulous.
That's a lot to do
Yeah.
with the director David Fincher because that's exactly his style. Like that guy's against handheld. There wasn't a single handheld shot in that movie.
so
that guy's all about like camera locked down, like very, very, very intentional
Everything is
camera
perfect.
movements. Very much like, and he's a big fan of like. I was watching an interview with him, and he's a really big fan of camera movements that look like that looks like the camera's not operated by a person, basically.
Yeah.
Like, so basically everything is just like
You're
like,
God.
Yeah, basically like
You're
everything-
seeing it any way in the most perfect way.
Yeah, dude, David Fincher's good, man.
It was awesome. Yeah, he did a phenomenal job. I can't wait to watch more, be cognizant of more stuff that he's done.
Fight Club
Oh well, whoops.
7,
Oh really?
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I didn't see that. I want to see
Girl with the
that.
Dragon Tattoo is killer, dude. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. But 7 and fucking Fight Club are both awesome.
7 is like one of my favorite movies. It's still a
So good.
So good.
Gwyneth Paltrow, man.
movie. You still haven't seen it, have you?
No.
No, I've been like trying to find it so I can
Never
like,
mind. Just
record it
shut
and show
up.
it to him.
Just don't buy it for him.
I've seen a lot of stuff
It's
on
hard
it
to
though.
find. It's an old movie.
Order it on Amazon. I promise you, I could type in
It has
7.
it has two of the sickest people in it, Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. That's
It's
bad.
dude. Oh my god, it is so good. Anyway,
Good, yeah. David Fincher's a good ass director.
So he does an amazing job. Everything is so meticulous. You get to the bottom of this mountain that you think is the end of the movie, and it's fucking not. And it drove me up a wall watching it. Honestly, like I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
That-
because you switch from going fuck this Nick guy, like
Yeah.
this poor Amy girl, to like fuck
Yeah, like shit.
Amy.
Yeah, you go from like fuck this Nick guy to like, oh fuck, I don't know who to say fuck to, and then you go to and then back to like, no, fuck Amy. What the fuck?
fuck Amy, but I was also like, well,
fuck Nick too. Also, fuck everybody.
Fuck
honestly.
everyone in this movie. Her parents, like,
Yeah.
just everyone. And like, it was so. Oh my god, it was so fucked. The Neil Patrick Harris death scene was disgusting.
Yeah.
The scene where she gets robbed and she gets her like, I don't think
Yeah.
you've ever been hit before in your life.
And he like slams her head into
Yeah.
the wall. That shit was gnarly, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, that's when I was like, fuck, like this is it for her. And that's when
Yeah.
she. I wonder. I don't know in the movie. I would like to know how much of that Desi plot she had when she was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get him back with me. Fucking kill him. Go back to Nick. This is my way back. But no, you know what? It couldn't be that because she said like, no. When I watched you on TV, that's when I was like, that's the Nick that I want to be.
Yeah,
with.
because
so
that,
then
that
I was
whole
gonna come
that whole
back to you, and I
Desi
was
thing
like,
was not.
it was
planned.
impromptu. The wine bottle part was she.
Yeah,
Oh,
to make it seem like she got raped, dude.
That was-
I
I
think.
think when those homeless like people like when she lived in that little thing when she had cut her hair.
Yeah.
I think when they like jumped her into
Yeah,
the movie,
that's
when
when
she
she-
was like, fuck, I have to drop everything.
Yeah.
And think of another plan.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
but
that's
I
what
meant
it
like
was.
I wonder if when she called Desi initially, she was like, "I'm gonna do this to get back to Nick," or if I'm just gonna be with him.
I think that's what it was. I'm just gonna be with him. I
No,
think it
because
was-
she said like, when I saw you on TV, that's because when she's watching him on TV, like
I know. I'm saying when she initially calls Desi, it's just because she has no other place to go. I'm just gonna be fine. I'm just gonna.
Oh,
be
I
with
thought you
Desi.
were saying like, no, I'm gonna use him to get back to Nick.
No, not until I don't think it was until like you're saying
Yeah.
she saw him on TV because I think like.
She was too friendly.
know-
She lost everything, and she looked like
She
a
did lose
fucking
everything, but you
woman.
know, but dude, fuck, I don't know, dude.
You can't know.
That girl's
You can't
psychotic,
know,
dude.
because
She's-
you're not Amy.
She's a schemer, dude. So she could have just like that could have been like a plan
God,
B. She
and then
could've
like
just,
when the detective was like, "Dude, I know she's behind it because she finds like the little tiny holes in her plan," and
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Enough."
Yeah, like when she
she's
comes
and it
back.
was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And then I don't want to jump to the end because we have more to talk about, but the end of the movie is probably the best part of the entire movie because he stays with her.
yeah, that shit's crazy.
I don't even think she was being honest.
I don't.
think,
That kid's not his.
Yeah.
it can't-
Or remember earlier she like.
No, it is his.
It can't be.
It is.
The semen sample was destroyed, and fucking Neil Patrick Harris busted inside of her. She's pregnant, and then she cut his throat. That was how it is. That's not his kid.
But
There's
then
no
also
way it could
remember
be.
earlier She took urine from a pregnant lady to fool that she was pregnant. So what if she just fooled him into thinking that she was pregnant?
You can't. Yeah, you can't know. You're not gonna know.
I think.
But the fucked up
I
thing
thought it
is
was.
he.
I thought it was his semen because, like, they like.
But then he went to the sperm bank. Remember?
Yeah, but there was a termination notice,
There
and
was
she
a
threw it in
termination
the
notice.
garbage. But she like insinuated. Yeah, we can't know because, like I said,
Oh, shit,
there's no way to know if they burned his semen.
You know
What do they
She
do?
there's
Throw
so
it-
many-
just
she probably
throw it in the
falsified
garbage.
it.
There's so many fucking things in there. But
She has to be pregnant though.
yeah, she is pregnant. That's it. I would say that because, like I said, Neil Patrick Harris, right before she cut his throat, fucking nutted.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how they found his semen in her. To
Yep.
prove that, like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yep.
needed that. Yeah, okay.
So there's that. But the fucked up thing is, it starts exactly where it ends, where it's like he says all that terrible thing where he's like, "What? You think
Wait,
about what's inside?"
whoa.
What?
How long after? Because she has that thing with Desi, but then she's
Uh-huh.
home for a while before she tells Nick
Mm-hmm.
that she's pregnant. She's home for a while.
Not really. It's like 3 weeks.
It seems like a long time.
No, that's about when you find out.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
3-4 weeks, maybe 6. Usually is when I think people know. 6. I don't know.
uh,
I don't know.
no, I think you find out pretty soon within a couple weeks.
Well,
It's
you
not
can,
safe.
but it's weeks. Like,
Yeah, okay.
So that fucking thing. But I love that it started because it starts with him like saying like, "You wonder what's inside their head," like breaking their skull open, finding like answers, and I was like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
And then it ends like with that shot of, and you
That-
find out that like she's back, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And he has to, and he stays.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave her.
He can't
Because he
leave
can't.
because of like the kid thing, but also I think it's because of like the like
she will kill him.
No, I think it's more of like the society's like perception of
Well, that also because she's like, what are you gonna do?
yeah, like I'm back, like I'm like
Where are
because
you
everybody
gonna go?
thinks that this guy killed his wife. They don't really know, like all of society doesn't really know what's going on.
They don't know. They
And
think
so-
he killed his wife. She comes back. He obviously didn't. It's the love story.
But they don't
they're
know.
back.
They don't. But that's what's so fucked up about the whole thing is that they don't know that it was a fucked up plan. So all they see is this guy's supposedly dead wife come back.
I
and
have
now-
an affair. Like she's gone. I was terrible, and I get a second chance, and I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can't.
Most hated man in America.
Yeah,
he'll become.
and they say that always. They say, "How does it feel to be the most hated man in America?" To
Dude.
him, and he's like,
yeah, what do you fucking
and
think?
that was so fucked up,
Dude, yeah.
That's where it ended, and that's why I was like,
Dude,
because
ugh.
if he had walked away at the end of the movie, it wouldn't have been as good. It just wouldn't have.
yeah, it wouldn't have been as like
It wouldn't have been. Yeah, it
fuck,
wouldn't have
dude,
ripped my intestines and thrown them across the room and been like, sorry.
Go get him.
It wouldn't have cut my throat with a box cutter.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, that shit was crazy, dude. Yeah, so
the wine bottle thing. Every single thing she does is so unexpected in the movie because the first half she's very like mild mannered and like I just wanted it to work. Like I could tell that I wasn't enough.
Yeah.
We were having problems, and then it goes and goes, and you're like, she just does worse and worse and worse
dude,
things.
the story was told so good because like there was so much that had to be like explained to the audience and the like non-linear like timeline of the story where it kind of
Yeah.
like it's like back and forth between like stuff that happened in the past and then like fuck, I don't know, dude. The way that like the whole mystery's unraveled is like, dude, it's so.
And even then, it's not like completely unraveled. You
yeah,
don't-
it's
you
but
don't
it's just,
know
dude, oh, it's
enough.
so good.
It was
dude.
so good, and what I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I wanted to buy it immediately, but the cool like. I don't know if it's like the one thing I noticed is like partway through I went, "This is kind of long,"
Yeah, it was very long.
but
it was very long.
But
it
as
was-
soon as I said, "This is long," I said, "But there's never been anything that I didn't think was unnecessary."
yeah, I was never like bored with a scene. I was never like, come
Never.
on, like get this. Doesn't.
Yeah,
this
like
is
I wasn't like
unnecessary.
checking my phone going like, "Oh, it's been a while." I was just like, I kind of went like, "It's been a long time." Like,
Yeah, I've been
this
sitting
movie's
here
been
for a while.
long,
It was 2.5 hours.
especially when I'm in there like by myself.
Yeah, it was 2.5 hours.
Literally undisturbed. It was just me and the fucking movie.
That's so sick. dude.
And like it ended, the credits roll. I don't think there's like music really that I know of. Anyway, let me finish my movie experience before we go back into talking about it because it was such like I was on a little bit of like a very mild adrenaline high from the movie being so like wow, and I was very into it. Like I was very gripped in. It was a story that just it like fucking I got it like. Immediately, I was like roped in because I killed my wife, and I got away with it. But
so I can really relate to
I
Nick
I could relate to him at first because I was like, I know what you feel like, man. Like, fuck bitches. So I was really into it because it was just good and it was gripping.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then I'm walking through the theater. There's no one in the movie theater when it ends. Also, so I like walk out through the lobby. There's one employee behind the counter. I'm walking out. It's like dead silent, just like, and I'm just zoned, like in my head, like wow, a little bit of an adrenaline rush thing going. It's dark, like nice and cool, and I hit the door like to go out, and it's immediately loud, and I open it up, and all the streets like it's super loud, like there's like the fucking clock across the street right there, right as a train pulls up and like blows its whistle, and I was just like, there was so much, and it felt like I like literally like walked right into a movie, and I was like, whoa.
That's cool.
And I had like the walk around the movie theater where I was like, I'm literally in a movie right now. Like that's exactly what it is. Like it just had that exact vibe of like this, film this, it would be in one. Like walking to my car even, like I shut my car door and like turned on my car and I was like, that was really movie. And then I was like, I need to pick music now that's movie music. But I don't have any that I felt like would fit for it. So I just rode home in silence. Thinking about the movie still. And how good it was. And I'm so happy that I saw it. I'm happy. I hope anyone who watches this goes and sees that movie. It deserves it. It probably won't win any awards, but it was a good movie nonetheless.
Yeah,
it doesn't
why-
need
why-
to win awards
Why don't you think it'll win any awards?
because it's not. because it's about the plight of a white man. Like, I just don't think it will. I think there's other movies that are going to be artsier.
The
or
plight
like,
of a white man. What does that mean?
like his struggle. Like, oh,
The King's
middle
Speech was
class.
that.
Yeah, but that's different. He's royal, and it's like a period piece. This is like a modern. Like, this guy may have killed his wife. He has problems. He's upper middle class. Like, he's doing well. His problems are all because like he's got too much in his life and he doesn't appreciate it. So like, it's not like not to be mean or like 12 Years a Slave, where it's like, again, you know what? I don't give a shit.
Did
Like,
12 Years-
that movie won because of what it is, and we feel bad.
Did it win something?
It won Best Picture.
Did it really?
Yes.
That's fucking dumb. That
And
movie-
like the
didn't
only
like
thing
it. didn't
I
like
saw the
at all.
movie.
I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it one bit.
No, it was a fine movie. It was good. Like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. The main girl in it, she was great. I loved her, and I thought when she won Best Actress, I was like, hell yeah! Can't think of anyone else who would deserve that more than
main
her.
girl?
Yeah, the main, like the younger girl in it. She won Best Actress, but when it won Best Picture, not that the competition was like great.
What was the competition?
Like
Do you
Gravity, American Hustle, Wolf of Wall Street, which I still haven't seen. So I don't know if that was better. I
remember?
heard
Dude,
it was.
I thought Gravity was way better than 12 Years a Slave.
Gravity was okay.
Dude, I thought Gravity was great.
I didn't think. it
Did
was that
Gravity
good.
win any awards?
Yeah, it won a couple, like for cinematography and stuff, but which it deserved for that. But 12
For
Years a Slave
cinematography
won
or for its visual
because
effects? Do they have?
I think
do
both.
they have a thing for visual effects?
they have something for everything. But it won because of white guilt,
really
and
watch
that's a
those.
shitty thing. But that is why.
Yeah, 12 Years
And movies like that will win always. Movies that are like the coming up girl. Because I'm all for feminism, yeah, but like that's why it wins, which is a sexist thing. Giving 12 Years a Slave Best Picture because that's what it's about is a racist thing to do, and that's why this movie won't win. Is because we're too worried about being racist about it, that they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know.
Are we? It's not up to us. It's up to the Academy.
I know, but that's they still have the mindset of that. They're still trying to
they?
avoid it and be impartial, and by being impartial, they're being racist. Not because like I think white people should win everything, but I just don't think that it should fucking matter like it does.
Yeah.
And it does.
Yeah, I don't think it should matter either.
So
Well,
I don't
wonder-
think it'll win.
I wonder
Prove me
what-
wrong.
I
That would be
Well,
awesome.
we got to see what other movies come out.
Yeah, right now there's nothing to even remotely compete with
Yeah,
that.
it's not
Minus
really-
maybe Grand Budapest Hotel, which I loved, which is the same. It's going to be this year, because it
Did?
came out. Yeah, it came out back in March, but the Academy was closed by then.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it'll be one of the first ones that was entered for anything this year. But that deserves quite a few awards.
in order to be even eligible to win an Oscar, you have to. There's like a lot that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like be shown in a certain number of movie theaters, and like you have to have like I think probably made a certain amount of like profit or something. I don't
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So like to have a movie that's even nominated.
So I wonder if Grand Budapest Hotel really will be.
Wes Anderson's in it almost always. Every time he's been in it, minus maybe Darjeeling Limited.
Has he?
Yeah, his movies have won a lot. Like best of screenplay went to Royal Tenenbaums.
Moonrise Kingdom. I don't remember.
Moonrise Kingdom won some stuff,
Did
and it was entered. I remember watching it and going, "I saw that movie! Woohoo!"
Oh wow.
Fantastic Mr. Fox won for animation,
Oh yeah.
which it definitely deserved.
Yeah.
So very much so. I want a red and white striped shirt like the fucking Rat wears in that so bad. So I can just dress like him with fucking sick black pants, like, and just a red and white striped shirt.
I don't really remember that shirt.
The rat who gets electrocuted, and they
Yeah.
like put him on the water and like sail him off.
Is it like just red and white?
Yeah, it's
stripes?
just red and white stripes. That's it, and
Oh,
just
okay.
plain.
Sick.
I like stripes. But yeah, so I don't think it'll win, even though it completely deserves it. And I thought the movie was great. I haven't like Grand Budapest Hotel is the only movie I can remember.
Well, there's no
seeing-
you can't say it completely deserves it. You haven't seen any of the other movies. That
No, I
will
think
be
it completely
nominated.
deserves to be there.
Oh, okay.
But because it's the only, it takes a lot for me to see a movie that I say like, wow.
Yeah, that movie was
Wowie
really good.
zowie.
I'm really excited to see what else comes out this year because I feel like there's some sick ones that are
Like,
Fury.
okay, that's fair.
I can't wait for Fury.
Fury,
Can't fucking wait, dude.
because Brad Pitt does well in those period pieces like that. For sure.
Brad Pitt fucking is the best.
Brad Pitt does well. Could have been the end of my sentence.
Yeah.
Grand
dude.
Budapest Hotel did it for me. The Hobbit is coming out. The
You
last
think that'll
one.
You think that'll be nominated?
The
for
next
something?
Hunger Games is coming out,
Is that?
which is
That's
going to
not-
break some records.
I don't think that's going to be nominated for anything.
It might. It's going to break a lot of records at least.
Like what
I
kind
said.
of records? Like
Monetary ones.
you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. I thought the last Hunger Games movie was cool. I enjoyed it.
I think Maze Runner is going to be nominated.
I thought
for
the
Best
first
Movie.
one was better. I bet you fucking The Giver will be nominated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about The Giver. I don't think it'll be.
You would be the one to ask. You see like every single movie.
I know, but I haven't really been keeping up with what's coming out.
I hope. I haven't seen Wish You Were Here, but I heard it's really good. It's like a Garden State style thing that was crowdfunded. I hope that gets some recognition. Probably won't. It was probably too small.
Yeah. I don't know.
Although
was
Grand
Planet-
Budapest Hotel
was
opened
that
in like
Planet
our
of the
theaters.
Five?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I can't wait for Fury to come out.
The point of this whole thing, Gone Girl, was just, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so, so good. I loved it. Thank you for telling me to see it. I'm glad I had the emotional struggle all day of, should I see it? Should I not? I don't know. What's wrong with me?
And then it paid off.
Am I retarded? Maybe I am. I rolled my ankle at work thinking about it, and it hurt fucking so bad. I had to do stupid ass shipment all day on it. It's so dumb. Do you know how bad it hurts to roll your ankle when you're lifting like an 80-pound thing? Like,
Yeah, I've rolled my ankle so many times. It sucks ass.
yeah, I'm not happy about it. It hurts to walk, but I'm trying to walk normal because I don't want people to feel bad for me. Because I didn't want to limp into the movie theater and be like, 1 ticket, please. What's the movie theater with the least people? So yeah, it was just so good. The casting was great. That's the first thing I've seen that girl in. She was awesome.
I've seen her in something else.
Really?
Dude. Avila, what other movies has that girl been in?
I don't know.
She was just in something that we saw. Damn it.
Was she in The Giver? I don't think she was. As the older lady?
No, that was Meryl Streep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Meryl Streep could have been in this movie. She would have been awesome. She's hella good.
As who? The detective?
Nick even.
Dude, I want to look up what this girl's in. I
Do
just
it.
saw her in something.
Look it up. Google it. Are you doing it? Do you have IMDb on your phone?
Yeah, I got that.
Does the app work well? Is it like great?
Yeah.
Because I usually just go on it mobily on my phone.
What was the movie we were talking about?
Gone Girl. God damn it. Go see it, everyone. Jason loved it so much he doesn't even remember it.
It's short-term memory loss.
It's cool. We don't own the rights to anything having to do with this movie, by the way. I don't know if we can get in trouble for saying it over and over and over,
No,
but
what
they're
the hell?
welcome.
We can't. If we're talking about it? No way.
I loved it.
Roseanne Pike.
We directed Gone Girl.
Oh, let me double check my facts.
I
here.
was in it
Oh yeah, okay.
as Nick.
I was one of those people. I was one of the reporters.
They put my face over, or they put Nicholas, fucking Ben Affleck's face over my body.
Oh, Jack Reacher. That's the movie I just saw her in.
Oh, that's what they were talking. I came home and she was on the TV doing an interview, and Bob was talking about Jack Reacher, and I was like, "Stop talking about that. I'm trying to talk about Gone Girl." I didn't know what the connection was. Like, I was literally like, "You need to stop."
Yeah. Oh, and she was at. Oh, dude, she was in World's End, Avila.
What the fuck is that?
That's the movie. Oh, this is so sick. Okay.
Okay, what was she in?
World's End?
Pirates
Like
of the
the-
Caribbean?
No.
What's
no.
World's End?
I'm gonna tell you.
The Simon Pegg movie?
Yes.
I haven't seen that.
What were you asking me? Were you gonna ask me something else?
No,
Okay.
just go.
Okay. The cool thing. This is awesome. Okay.
I have a thing that relates to this a little bit.
Oh, and she was in Wrath of the Titans. I remember she was like at the sick. She was like one of the sick. I remember her in that movie.
Okay.
Um.
She looks like she would be in Wrath of the Titans as like a god.
Yeah, I think she was some sort of.
She was pretty. She's pretty enough to be one.
Okay, so we're talking
Defined
about.
pretty. Like,
we're talking
she
about.
looked like a painting.
We're talking about.
Too much makeup. Just kidding.
We're talking about going into a movie
Blind.
blind, not knowing anything about it, and that's so funny that she was in the World's End because I made Avila go into that movie blind also, and like that movie is a sick movie to go in blind to because like
I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen it either.
man,
Save that for this next podcast. I'll watch that movie. I could do this again.
you don't know anything about it,
I know Simon Pegg's in it.
and that's it. You don't know anything else about it.
Nope.
Fuck.
It's fine. Save it. Here's a fun thing that relates to seeing people in other things. I remember the first time I watched the movie Scott Pilgrim, his ex-girlfriend in it, Envy Adams is her name. I remember seeing her and going, dang, she's really pretty. And so I like IMDb'd her and was like, oh, her name's Brie Larson. Cool, like blah, blah, blah. And that was it. And then a couple months later, I was watching The League and there was like a nanny and I was like, oh, she's really pretty. And then I was like, Brie Larson, why do I know that? And I looked it up and it was the same girl and I was like, oh, whoa. Like, that's funny. She looks like weirdly different in both of these. And then just the other day, I was watching Community and I was like, wow, Abed's weird girlfriend is really pretty. I wonder who plays her. It's the same girl. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, literally, she just kept, because then I was like, she was in Scott Pilgrim? And I clicked and I was like, oh. And then I was like, she was in The League? And I was like, oh, it's the same girl that I keep going, oh, she's really pretty. Like, every single time, and I go like, she's a good actress too. Like, she's a good character. She's really funny.
That is funny. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Watch The World's End.
I will. We will save it for the
don't-
car cast.
And don't look at anything about it. Just go and
no, I won't.
find
I
it.
might just honestly go inside and rent it.
Yeah, rent it on Amazon.
Yeah, I do that all the time, and then they refund me on accident. I'll cut that out. No, I won't. I'm gonna cut it out.
Man, dude. Yeah, that's a
I
good,
like Simon Pegg movies a lot.
That's
so I'm
a
sure
good
I'll
movie
enjoy
to
it.
go in blind to.
Because I know it came out the same time as fucking like This Is the End.
Yeah.
And I was like, those movies are like the same. Here's the British and here's the American version.
Are they?
And I didn't see either. And
I don't know.
Lindsay, our friend from college,
Yeah.
was like, "You gotta see This Is the End. It's so funny." And she like asked me to go see it with her, and I was like, "Nah, like I'm okay." Like with her and Sam one day, and I was just like, "Nah, like I'm good."
Oh yeah, I think that was right. I think that was.
Were you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hang out with them without you two.
That was like that was like her like.
Her hurrah! She was like, "We should watch it."
Yeah, but we didn't.
But we didn't. I didn't.
Oh, that's
go.
with like all of the people in it. All of the actors. Oh yeah.
And they were like, "Aziz, I can't reach you," and they like push him down.
Yeah.
And like Hermione's in it. Emma Watson.
Everybody's in it.
Everyone's in it. So I saw those two came out at the same time. I was like,
Hermione.
"Fuck this movie!" Like I don't want to see either of these. They're like the same thing.
No,
yeah, like I
World's
did
End.
want to see them, but like I didn't make it.
Our World's End was pretty cool. I actually liked that movie.
Okay, well, good. I'll watch it.
It's
Shaun of the Dead is very good.
I was so happy that it was so fun to watch Avila watch a movie that she had no idea what was going to happen. And I
Really?
did know what was going to happen because I had seen trailers for it and seen previews for it, and I was so excited for things to start happening in the movie because like I was like, dude, it's gonna like shock Avila so much. It's gonna be such a fun thing for her to go into something and just be completely like surprised by something.
No, I get that.
That's such a cool thing, and like
When me and
I was
Victoria
so
went and saw
excited.
Grand Budapest Hotel, that's how it was, and like it was a really good feeling when Willem Dafoe gets pushed off the cliff, and we both like fucking laughed so hard. It was just like a wow, like it was like a fun thing.
Yeah,
So I get the feeling exactly. We also had that when we saw Bad Words, which is hilarious. You should watch that movie.
yeah.
That movie was fucking so funny.
That's yeah, shit. Okay, watch The World's End. We'll talk about that.
I also want to go see This Is Where I Leave You, which is in theaters, but I don't want to talk about that right now. It's got like Tina Fey, Jason Bateman.
I never heard
Funny.
about that one.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. This is the term for wrap it up. I learned that. This means 30 seconds, 15, and then you count down, but wrap it up.
Yeah.
We have to do that a lot when I run the floor, which I'm really good at. But cool. Thanks for listening to us talk about this. Board to Life podcast number 15, 15 weeks deep, which is awesome. All of these are on our liberated syndication count in Libsyn. You can download them there because RSS feeding is BS right now. And I have to keep downloading different things onto my computer for it, which sucks.
Yeah, so if you've seen Gone Girl, or if you stopped this, went and watched it, and came back, it's like something like you have like a towel wrapped around you and it like falls off and like pick it up really quick.
Like the mic was naked for a second. It got too hot.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so let us know what you thought of Gone Girl.
I do want to hear.
if you've seen
I want
it.
to hear it from a lot of people. I hope people stopped it and said, "Okay, I want to watch this movie."
Yeah, and then came back to it. I hope that too. That'd be really cool. And then I hope now you tell us what you thought about it.
As people who love film, watch it for us. Like,
Yeah.
thank you though.
Yeah. So
Be back next week,
with another one.
next Friday.
But, all right. See you guys later.
Later.